Some wounds don't bleed, they echo. The hardest battles are often the quietest. This is the story I never told out loud, until now. There are moments in life when the world feels like it's moving forward and you're standing still, frozen by the weight of something no one else can see. I remember those days, the ones that seemed endless, where I wore a smile because it was easier than explaining why I wanted to cry. I smiled in public, but behind closed doors, my soul trembled. Every morning, I put on my armor, showing up, doing the work, being present, saying I'm fine, but deep down the truth was different. Pain doesn't always scream. Sometimes it creeps in quietly, settling in your bones, draining your energy, dimming your spark. You learn to hide it, to protect others from your storm, but the storm rages on inside. I became an expert at hiding my battles, thinking that if I could just keep moving, keep pretending, maybe the pain would fade. But it didn't. It grew roots. I lost parts of myself along the way. The laughter became less real. The dreams, once vibrant, dulled to grey. I forgot what hope felt like. I forgot what it meant to wake up excited for a new day. There were nights when I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering how much longer I could keep up the act. I was surrounded by people, yet I felt utterly alone. I wanted to reach out to ask for help, but the words never came. Fear held me hostage. Fear of judgment, of being misunderstood, of being a burden. So I stayed silent, fighting a war no one else could see. Then, one night, when the silence felt heavier than ever, I whispered to myself, I can't do this anymore. The room was dark, the world asleep, but somewhere deep inside, a small voice replied, then do it differently. It wasn't loud, it wasn't forceful, but it was enough. Enough to plant a seed of hope. So, I decided to try. Not to fight harder, not to be stronger, but to be gentler with myself. I started small. 5 minutes of silence in the morning, just to breathe. A glass of water, sip slowly, honoring my body. A walk outside, no headphones, letting myself feel the world around me again. These were tiny rituals, insignificant to anyone else, but to me, they were lifelines. Each one was a thread, stitching together the torn pieces of my heart. They reminded me that I was still here, still capable of feeling, still worthy of care. For the first time in a long time, I let myself be soft. Healing wasn't a straight path. I didn't wake up one day and find that everything had changed. Some mornings, the darkness returned, heavier than before. I stumbled. I fell. But I also stood up, again and again, each time picking up a small piece of myself that I thought I'd lost forever. There were moments of progress, a genuine laugh, a day without tears, a night of restful sleep. And there were setbacks, days when I felt like I was back at the beginning, days when the pain was louder than the hope. But slowly, the good days started to outnumber the bad. The fog began to lift. I realized that healing wasn't about erasing the scars, but about learning to live with them, to let them remind me of my strength, not my weakness. Along the way, I found beauty in the small things. The warmth of sunlight on my face, the softness of a blanket, the sound of rain on the window. I learned to celebrate tiny victories. I learned to forgive myself for the days when I couldn't get out of bed. I learned to ask for help, even if my voice trembled. And most importantly, I learned that I wasn't alone. There are so many of us who fight silent battles, who carry invisible wounds. We walk among the crowd, smiling, laughing, working, loving, all while holding our broken pieces together. But we are not broken beyond repair. If you're listening to this and you're in that quiet battle right now, I want you to know, I see you. I was you. You don't have to roar to rise. You don't have to fight with force. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is simply not give up. Let the small acts save you. Let the gentle moments remind you that you're still here, still worthy of love, still capable of healing. Maybe your rituals are different from mine. Maybe it's a cup of tea, a journal entry, a favorite song, a moment spent with someone you trust. Whatever it is, Let it be enough for today. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to be perfect. Healing is messy. It's unpredictable. But every time you choose to keep going, every time you pick yourself up, you reclaim a part of yourself. And piece by piece, you become whole again. I know what it's like to feel broken, to feel lost, to wonder if you'll ever feel whole again. But I also know what it's like to find hope in the darkness, to discover strength you didn't know you had, to heal quietly, gently, patiently. There's a part of you that is unbreakable, no matter how many times you fall. There's a part of you that still believes in the possibility of joy, even when sadness feels endless. There's a part of you that is waiting to be reclaimed, to be loved, to be seen. So, if this story touches something inside you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who might need it. You never know whose life you might change with a simple act of kindness, a gentle word, a reminder that they are not alone. And if you feel comfortable, leave a comment below. This is the part of me I'm reclaiming. Let's create a space where healing is celebrated, where silence is broken, where we lift each other up. This isn't just a story, it's a movement. A community of silent warriors choosing hope, choosing healing, choosing to keep going. You are not your pain. You are not your scars. You are not your mistakes. You are the sum of every brave choice you've made, every time you decided to keep living, even when it hurt. Let this be your reminder. You are worthy. You are enough. You are not alone. Healing is possible, even in the quietest of battles. Some days you'll feel strong, some days you'll need to rest. Both are okay. Give yourself permission to be exactly where you are. There is no timeline for healing. There is only the next small step. Maybe today, that step is listening to this story. Maybe tomorrow, it's reaching out to a friend. Maybe the day after, it's simply breathing and believing that things can get better. And they will, I promise you, they will. There's a light inside you that can never be extinguished. Sometimes it flickers, sometimes it hides, but it's always there, waiting for you to notice it, to nurture it, to let it grow. Let yourself be proud of how far you've come, even if you're not where you want to be yet. Progress is not measured by perfection, but by persistence. Every day you choose to keep going, you are healing. Every day you choose gentleness over judgment, you are growing. You are not defined by your worst days. You are defined by your courage to keep moving forward, even when it's hard. So, to everyone fighting silently, this is for you. For the ones who cry at night, but show up with a smile in the morning. For the ones who carry invisible burdens, but keep loving, keep giving, keep hoping. You are the quiet heroes. You are the reason this world is a softer, kinder place. Let's create a ripple of healing, a wave of compassion, a chorus of voices saying, "Me too." Let's remind each other that it's okay to be vulnerable, to ask for help, to take things one day at a time. If you ever feel like giving up, remember, you've survived every hard day so far. You've faced storms you thought would break you, and you're still here. That is strength. That is resilience. Your story matters. Your journey is important, and your healing is possible. Let this be the day you choose to believe in yourself, even if it's just a little bit. Let this be the day you take one small step toward wholeness. You don't have to do it alone. I'm with you. We're all with you. If you're still listening, thank you. Thank you for being here, for being brave enough to face your own battles, for choosing hope, even when it feels far away. And if you know someone who needs this message, share it with them. You never know the impact your kindness can have. Remember, you are not alone. You are loved. You are whole, even when you feel broken. This is more than a story. It's a promise. A promise that healing is possible, that you are stronger than you think, that you are never truly alone. So take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. Feel the weight on your shoulders lighten, even if it's just a little. Know that you are seen, you are valued, you are cherished. This is the part of me I'm reclaiming. The part that believes in hope, in love, in the possibility of a better tomorrow. What part of you are you reclaiming today? Leave your answer below. Let's heal together. Let's remind each other that even in our quietest battles, we are never truly alone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to keep going. Thank you for letting me share my story with you. Until next time, remember, You are whole, you are healing, and you are loved.